Who brought this problem officer to our peaceful community, and why did whoever did that think it was appropriate to bring this gentleman to our peaceful community to harass the citizens of Farmersburg? The Farmersburg Marshall's office has a tendency towards violating their employers, otherwise known as the taxpayers. I went before the town board of Farmersburg to expose them and see what the board will do, if anything. Let's watch my address, then we will show you proof to support the claims I make. I came and spoke before the town board towards the end of last year about the Farmersburg Marshall's office, particularly when Christopher Froschauer, a town employee with the Farmersburg Marshall's office, violated my rights by entering private property to harass me and cuff me without warrant or reason. Since then, it seems to me the town board has taken no action. The way that I read the board's action or lack thereof is that the town board is okay with taking money from the citizens in the form of taxes and then distributing that money to individuals who have a propensity to violate the people's rights. This should come as no surprise to anybody, as we saw how the former board president, Jerry, who I've seen has been replaced, handled himself when I addressed this issue months ago. He acted completely disinterested and was endlessly shuffling papers without ever paying attention to me or my grievance. It is unfortunate that basic manners are not a prerequisite to hold a public office. Thankfully, that problem has been dealt with, I hope. The report that was received by the town board about this incident that I'm referring to on October 21st, 2023 was filled with blatant lies on the part of Christopher Froschauer, which is again the name of the marshal that entered private property without reason to handcuff me without reason. Not only did Mr. Froschauer do the things that I said, enter private property without warrant and reason, but he also typed up a false police report, which that goes to the level of criminal offense. And so I will explain to you now the most glaring lies in his report that even the slightest investigation into this matter would have uncovered. Mr. Froschauer said he was looking for an individual named William Hendry when he came and attacked me under the color of law. I don't know if I've said it to you all, but my name is Craig Hendry, not William Hendry. So after performing the bare minimum in ways of investigation, I received copies of phone calls that Christopher made to the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office. In those calls, he asks for me by name, Craig Hendry, not William Hendry. All right. And this is before he came onto the private property without warrant or permission and temporarily put me into his custody. Right, against my will. I don't know if anybody's ever been in handcuffs against their will. It's not the most enjoyable experience that one can have, right? So that alone shows Christopher for what he truly is. And it kind of sets a trend. It really does set a trend, as a matter of fact, for the marshal's office. He is a liar that the citizens of Farmersburg are forced to pay regularly. Christopher's history of petulance, misconduct, and professional incompetence has seen him let go from multiple police agencies in the past. West Terre Haute and Clinton, Indiana being two of them. So in light of Christopher's history of misconduct, in light of his recent misconduct, forgive me for posing the question to this board: who brought this problem officer to our peaceful community? And why did whoever do that think that it was appropriate to bring this gentleman to our peaceful community to harass the citizens of Farmersburg? So if anybody would like to answer those questions, I would be very intrigued to hear the answers. Who brings police officers in, and who allows it to continue after I brought the report of him violating a citizen's rights? Whether you guys like me or not is irrelevant, right? My rights don't need to be violated. That is nonsensical. I think everybody can agree with that. So does anybody have an answer for me? Who brought this problem officer with a history of professional incompetence and a history of misconduct? Who brought him to this community? And who is taking the people's tax dollars and funneling them to this criminal? Who's doing that?
That would have been well before any of our time, actually.
Okay.
All four of us are new.
I assume you guys don't hire the police, right? You guys don't have anything to do with that, right? So who does that? Who does do the interviews for the police? Who does check up the history of the employees that they're going to hire? Who does those employee background checks and whatnot? I can answer it for you if you guys don't want to. It'd be the police department. And the chief of that police department is Mr. Cody Strain. Am I correct? He is the one who does the hiring? Mr. Cody Strain has a history of violating my constitutional rights as well. So it does not surprise me that he would bring this officer in here. My next question is there going to be any action taken by the board to look into this? Would you guys like information, proof? I've got the proof. Would you like it? Would you like to review it? I can send it to you over email. You guys can reach out to me. Is there anybody who's interested in doing anything about it?
Fine having your contact info.
Okay.
We can, if you have any documentation that you want to make sure that is in front of us, I'll be glad to receive that, and so that we actually view those documents personally.
Absolutely.
So if you leave me your name, number, and email.
I'll do you guys one better. I will go print out the documents while the meeting is going on, and I will return so that at the end of the meeting I can present those documents. I can provide them to all of you. How does that sound?
You can do that.
Okay, that sounds great. Well, thank you for hearing my grievance. I hope that something gets done about it. On October 21st, 2022, agents of the Farmersburg Marshall's office came to my parents' property while I was visiting. They demanded ID, then when I refused, they put me in handcuffs.
What's your name?
I'm not answering that question.
Okay. Do you have identification on you?
No.
Okay.
Nate, go get your grandpa now. Run and get grandpa now.
Need you to identify yourself.
I'm not going to.
Okay, go ahead and turn around for me.
Dad! Come here. It's the police. No, I don't want you taking it. I don't want you taking my phone. I don't want you touching my phone.
I'm not going to touch it. That's fine.
Nathan, go with grandpa. Dad, get him out of here. Please, please. Sorry for my tone.
William?
No, get away from... What are you... Get me out of handcuffs now! Get me out of handcuffs! Get me out of handcuffs! My name is not William.
This is not William.
Get me out of
I
here!
asked him,
I don't care if I ask you. Get me out of here! What are you
We
doing?
were called to the area for a wanted person. He met the description for the wanted person. I asked him to identify himself. He refused. So that's what I asked him to turn around.
You have no reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. That is a violation of my 5th and 4th Amendment right. And I'm going to tell you something. You guys know who the hell I am. You know who I am, Froschauer.
I have no clue who you are.
I know who you are.
I have no clue who you are.
The gentleman claimed he was looking for a William Hendry, that he had a warrant to arrest a certain William Hendry. We have proof that officer was lying. He was looking for me, Craig Hendry, and he stated so on the phone calls to the local sheriff. Here are those calls now.
Hey, do you have a warrant for Craig Henry Jr.?
Craig Henry Jr. Hang on just a second. Henry is Henry, correct?
Correct.
Jess, will you look in RMS, Henry, last name? Henry? Yes. Craig Henry? Yep. I checked him earlier, remember? Nope, we do not have anything.
Nope.
Nope.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right, bye. Hello.
Did you say Hendry, Henendry? We found a Hendry. Date of birth is
Yes.
2/4/1999. Yes, he has one out of, what'd you say, Jeff?
He does.
Yep, out of Terre Haute.
All right, he's out. I'm going to see if I can find him.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
When he realized he actually did not have a warrant and that he had just battered me, he fabricated this William character and entered this falsified information into a law enforcement report, committing official misconduct, which is a felony offense. Luckily for him, the local prosecutor barebacks the blue and will not even entertain the idea of charging a police officer. For somebody who has no idea who I am,
I have no clue who you are.
he certainly said my name quite a few times on the phone call you just heard. This is the reason we brought this issue to the town board's attention. It is also worrying that the cop, Froschauer, didn't find it necessary to confirm whether a warrant existed or not, especially before coming and depriving me of my freedom. This premature action most likely stems from a contempt that many police officers secretly hold for journalists that expose their incompetence. We hope to see Mr. Froschauer taken off the streets of Farmersburg in the interest of public safety. All the information we furnished to you in this video was also given to the members of the town board. We hope to bring you news on this in the near future. Till then, I'm Craig Hendry. We'll see you in the next one.